Hi everyone, it's Mr. Choi here. Today I'm making this video to teach you more about Gmail. So for the learning objectives today, you are going to learn how to log into your Gmail account, how to send emails, how to attach files when you send an email out, how to reply emails, how to search for a particular emails, and also how to delete and retrieve emails. And then I will also talk about some of the functions I really like, such as the start function. And then at the end, I will talk to you more about the importance of signing out. So let's get it started. So the first thing you need, in order for you to use Gmail, you have to open up an internet browser. So you can use Google Chrome, which I'm going to use right now. You can use Microsoft Edge. You can also use Safari if you are using an Apple device. So they should all work the same. So after you have opened up the internet browser, you go up to the search bar, a long search bar. You click, you delete everything in there, and then you type gmail.com and press enter. Oh, it is in Chinese, hold on. So I'm going to change the language back to English. Okay. So it asks you to enter your email. So I will go ahead and enter my email. Cool. Okay, so for all of the students' email should look like this. Your student ID number and then at stu.yyps.edu.hk. So after we enter our email, we'll click next. Oh. So now it asks you to put down your password. So I type my password. So you will enter yours if you are following with me right now watching the video. So I will click next, press enter. Great. So in this subject area, we're going to type the subject, or in other words, the title of this email. So I'm going to send 2 photos of STEM room to Mr. Leung today. So a good subject would be pictures of STEM room. Great. So today, I want to teach you how to send a very, very polite and good email. So let me show you a very quick example. Mr. Herman sent me this email yesterday. So Mr. Herman started by saying, "Dear Mr. Thomas Choi." It is a very, very nice way to address the receiver of the email. And it's also very important for us to do that. So remember, each time when you send an email to someone, addressing them by saying, "Dear the receiver," it will be very polite. So in my case, I want to send this email to Mr. Herman Leung. So I will type, "Dear Mr. Herman Leung." Mr. Herman Leung also shows us a very polite way to end an email. So by typing "best regards," comma, and then with your own signature, it shows great respect to the person you are sending this email to. So it's a very, very good thing to do. So remember, whenever you end an email, type "best regards," comma, Herman Leung. Your name. So great. So I said I want to share 2 photos with Mr. Herman Leung. So there are 2 ways for me to, or for all of us to attach or put photos into the email. So the first way is attach files. So by attaching files, the files will be sent to the person together with the email. So when the receiver opens up the email, they can download the file by themselves. So how to do that is we go down here, we have this attach files icon, we click on it, and this little window will pop up. So we choose the file we want to send to Mr. Herman Leung. So we press open. Then it will start uploading. So by using this function, you can actually share Word documents. You can share microbits program. You can share a lot of things, like all kinds of files with the people you are sending this email to. So the other way you can insert a picture in the email is to say use this insert photo function. So you click on this icon and we go to upload. We'll choose photo to upload. So I want to share the other picture right here. So I will click open. It's loading. Great. So this is the picture, 2 pictures I want to send. So you will see a difference. When you are attaching files, it will just list it as the file name right here down below. However, when you use insert photo, the whole picture will actually show as like part of your email, the content. So let me finish typing. Mr. Leung, I want to show you this to friend. Photos of STEM room. Great. It's a very short email. I'm going to add some more stuff in it later on, but remember what I have talked to you about. We need to write best regards, comma, and then my own name as a signature. So now this is a very, very nice email. So let me show you just a little function. I also want to show you these 3 buttons on top of the draft. So for minimize, you click on it. You will hide all the way down here, so you have more space to look at the email. And then you click it back, and then you will come back out. So the second one is full screen. So you click on here, it will look much bigger. And then a lot of people might feel like this is more comfortable for them, then feel free to just use this function. But let's say Mr. Choi doesn't really like this. So let me exit the full screen. Then I will have the original draft place right here. So there's another button right here. It's called save and close. So let me close this. And then it says save and close. So where did it go? So on the left-hand side here, you will see drafts. So you click here, you will find the drafts that you haven't sent out, and they will be all saved here. So don't need to panic if you accidentally close the whole draft, or you even accidentally close the whole browser. It will be saved. Yep, you just need to go back to draft and then you will find it. Great. So now I'm going to teach you how to reply emails. So here is an email that Mr. Gary Wong just sent to me this morning. So let's read it very quick. So it says, Dear Mr. Choi, it's another very good example of being very, very polite. I would like to ask you, how can I send an email to multiple people? Great question. Thank you. And also, yours sincerely. So, wow, it is a very, very polite way to end an email. So, yours sincerely basically have the same function as best regards, just another way to be very polite. Great. It's also a very great question. But however, there is one thing that I want to ask all of you to pay attention to. Is right here, no subject. So I actually asked Mr. Gary Wong to send this email to me without putting in a subject. So this is what happened if you didn't put the subject, let's say in the draft. Then you will say no subject. So, and then it will look quite not nice, really. So, great. So remember to be very polite. Start with dear, and with yours sincerely or best regards, and then remember to put down the subject. So let's answer Mr. Gary Wong's question very quick. So let's say I want to send this email to Mr. Gary Wong, Mr. Herman Leung, and these 2 people. So what I need to do is simply type both of the emails down here. So first I will type Mr. Gary Wang's email. So one thing you need to be careful is whenever you finish typing one email address, you have to press enter, and you can start typing another email address, and so on. So you can keep adding email address here. Great. So when you press send at the end here, this email will send to both Mr. Gary Wang and also Mr. Herman. Great. So how can I reply this email? You can see the reply button right here already. So you just click on it. Remember, we have to be very polite as well, since Mr. Wang sending us this very great email. So how can I reply? First of all, I will say, dear Mr. Gary Wang, Gary Wang, comma. Then I will show him how to actually send email to multiple people. Then I will end with best regards. My name as a signature. Great, this is how you reply. So one more thing you can remember is, or you can use is, you can also add more recipient of this email by adding email address such as maybe I want Mr. Herman also know my reply to Mr. Gary Wang. So I can just type this email. So this reply will also send to Mr. Herman. Great. So again, just like the email we just do drafting and stuff, it will auto save. This reply will also be saved. So let's say I didn't send it. Go to inbox. It will show us there is a draft that we haven't sent. That's it for how we can reply emails. And now I'm going to talk to you about this search mail bar up here. So the function of this bar is to help you to find a specific email was sent to you. So let me show you how it works. So in this search bar, you can search some of the information about that specific email you want to find. So either it's the sender's email address or some of the things that some of the things about that email. So let me see. Let me try to find one of the email that Mr. Herman sent to me. So if I search his email address, this email will appear, or anything that is related to Mr. Herman will appear here as well. So let me click in here. So Mr. Herman asked me about screenshots. So let me try to type the exact wording, like screenshots of my desktop, and then we'll see if we can find the same email. It does. So remember, when you're using this search bar up here, you can type some of the things that you remember, but it has to be exact word. And so normally you will just search for some keywords. There is a little arrow down here as well, so you can put in all the information you actually remember about the email and then do the search. Then it will be even easier for you to find that email as well. Great, now you know how to search for email. So now I want to talk about how to delete emails. Let's say, oh, there is an email, I read it through, and I want to delete it. So there are a few ways that you can do that. But one of the fastest way to delete one single email is go to the right hand side. You see the delete icon. You press on it. It's deleted. So let's say I want to delete these two emails as well. So how can I delete multiple emails? So there's a checkbox there. So we can select two checkbox, and then we can right click, and then you will see delete as an option. Then when you press delete, these two emails will be deleted. Or you can also press this icon up here after you select the email you want to delete, and you will also delete the emails at the same time. So after we delete the emails, where do they go? So we can find them on the left-hand column. You see there's an option you can click more and go down. You will see trash. So we click trash. Then you can see the email that I just deleted. Right, this is where we can find them. And let's say, for example, I accidentally deleted some emails that I actually want to keep. Let's say I want to keep the emails from Mr. Yuen and also Mr. Herman as well. So then what I need to do is click the email or right click, and then we can do move to inbox. Then you will move all the way back to the inbox. I will show you in a second. So we will keep selecting. I want these two emails as well, so we can just double click these two. And then other than right clicking it, we can also go up here and there's a move to button. And then we can move to inbox. Right, let's see if the email goes back to inbox. Great, it is back to the inbox. So this is one of the ways that you can delete and also retrieve the emails that you accidentally deleted. So now I want to share with all of you one of the very good functions that I feel like I like using. So right next to all of these emails, you can see a star. So this is the start function I want to talk about. So when I click this, the star grows. So it means that this email is started. So generally, a lot of people use this function to start the very important emails. So let's say my email with Mr. Yuen is very important to me. So I will start it. And then what start do is you can see right here, right below the inbox, start, you can click on it. So it will show me all the start email right here. So this function can be used if I want to find a very, very important email. Instead of using search bar up here, sometimes we might not find it. It's very hard to remember, I guess, the information inside. So it is even more convenient than using the search bar, as we just go here and then we can actually find it much easier than just using the search mail function here. So it's one function that I encourage all of you to try out. But remember, don't start every single email, then this start function will actually lose its original purpose. So for the last thing, I want to talk about signing out and also why do we do that. So it is actually very important to sign out our Gmail account. So if we do not sign out our Gmail account, a lot of people can be able to access or enter into our Gmail account, and then they may do something very inappropriately, and also something even worse would be illegal. So this is one way to protect ourselves from this kind of trouble. So how can we do that is we go to this right hand corner here, we press this icon, we will see sign out. When you press this, we will be signed out completely. So let me show you. If someone else comes in, wants to use this computer, and they saw my email, they click it, they will still need to enter the password again. Let me enter the password very quick. Great. So one thing I want everyone to pay attention to is, by saying sign out, if you close the whole window, it's not going to sign you out. You may try that yourself. So what will happen is you are logged into this Gmail account, then you close the window, then and then you can try to open up the browser again and then type gmail.com. You will actually go straight into your own account without asking you to type in any any password or whatsoever. So it is actually very dangerous. So, so now you have learned everything I have prepared for you today. But let's look back to what we have learned today already, shall we? So today we talk about how to log into your Gmail account. We need to first we need to open up the browser, enter gmail.com, and then enter, and then we enter our Gmail, our email address, and then enter your password. Now, then you will be able to log into your Gmail account. Second, you learn how to send emails, even with attachments, or send it to multiple people. We also talk about it also. However, remember, one of the very important things that we cover today is how to send a very nice, polite email. So remember, you have to address the receiver of the email by saying "Dear," the person you send in the email to. And then remember, at the end, you put "best regards" or "yours sincerely," and then skip a line and your own name as like a signature. So, uh, and then we learn about how to reply emails. We learn about to search for a particular emails using the search mail bar on top of the window. Remember, we can put down the sender's email, or we can put down some of the information actually, some of the information that is in that email we want to find. We search it, and then the Gmail will also show it to us. We learn how to delete and also how to retrieve the emails from the trash area. Then we also share about the start function, and then we talk about the importance of sign up. So this document will also be accessible to you. So you can actually keep looking at this Word document. You can you can also watch this video again if you forgot something. So I hope you learned something today, and I hope to see all of you soon. Bye bye.